Welcome everybody to today's presentation. A few housekeeping things before we get started. If you could just keep yourselves on mute while the presentation is going on, then feel free. You could unmute yourself and ask any questions that you have, or if you'd rather use a text chat, you could do that as well. And I just wanted to mention, December 5th is our big 30th anniversary. In the chat, I don't know if, because you came in afterwards, if it'll, no, it should still, I think it might be there. If not, I'll repost it. Just let me know if you don't see it in there. December 4th is our big 30th anniversary. And Kylie had put some links in the chat, which I could re-put in there. Anyways, there's nominations are open till October the 10th. So we're still looking for nominations. So if you are a business and want to be nominated, have somebody nominate you, or if you know of somebody who would like to be, you would like to nominate, you could do that. And everything, like I said, is either in the chat here, or you will find it on our website. The event is in person and online. So it is in Thunder Bay. So if you're not near here and you want to join, please join us virtually. And the links are here in the chat as well. And the early bird closes October 31st. So there is a substantial difference in pricing there. So if you would like to come, we would love to have you there. And you will have until October 31st for early bird. And then after that, it goes back to the regular price. So without any further ado, I would like to welcome back Shay Belanger. She's presented for us a few times. She has her own business, Full Circle Immigration, and she was a past Paro BGA, and she's always comes with a ton of information for us, and we really appreciate you coming back today talking about leveling up your professional networks. So I will, without further ado, hand it over to you.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me here today. I always have a great time coming back to Paro. I know how wonderful it is for women to be able to connect with each other and support each other through business growth. So we'll get started with that. So a little bit about me. I have a business called Full Circle Immigrant Services. I do workshops as well as one-on-one career coaching. I've written some magazine articles for career development magazines, as well as been on podcasts, so on and so forth. So I've been moving forward in that sector. Because I was a BGA, I learned a lot for 2 years when I did do it. So and from working my business, I have information to share with you guys. So I'm happy to be able to come back and do that. I'm also a registered Canadian immigration consultant with the Board of Canada. So I can do paperwork for newcomers coming into Canada, as well as I'm a certified career development practitioner with the Board of Canada. So what are we going to do today? So we're going to talk a little bit about LinkedIn and tips on how to build your professional network within that, how to connect with decision makers and other business owners, and maybe people who can mentor you. Look at professional networking and opportunities for that. And then we're going to do some group activities because I want it to be interactive. If you need to go to the bathroom or anything like that, feel free. If you have questions throughout, put them in the chat. I'll look at them every once in a while, but this is interactive. It's for you. I don't want to be talking at you because that's not how I roll. I want you to be able to gain things from this, to have action items to do when you leave, and to actually implement it in your business. So if Lori, if you can, I sent you an email with the booklet. If you could just put that in the chat for everybody to kind of download, and you can refer back to it. So when you're done, you'll also have something that you can leave with. So you don't need to frivolously be typing things. You won't get the presentation, but the booklet goes over the main things that you should really have to continue on with your growth. So for me, I started my business about 7 years ago now. I first started wanting to do the immigration consultant side. And then I realized how much pressure that was, and essentially how much it would be actually reporting back to an organization who's the governing body. And there was just, I had a boss. I thought I wouldn't have a boss, but I do, and it was them. So I ended up using my immigration consultant. I work full-time at Carleton University as an international student advisor. So I'm still using that. which is great. And then I also decided to do my passion, which is this kind of stuff. I feel like doing workshops and working with people one-on-one has a great impact and in their future and then moving forward. So let's have information to help share. So I've been building this for like 10 years, my LinkedIn. I'll give you some examples of what did happen from having your LinkedIn page updated and why it's important. And you have to think of it as a free marketing tool. So in this instance, you will be able to market your business, also connect with people, and be able to actually continue fostering your relationships by posting, tagging other people, tagging businesses, following other businesses, maybe that you would like to know what's going on with them. So let's say you have a cooking business, right? And you are a baker. You can look for people on LinkedIn who are bakers and see what they're sharing and learn a little bit more about that. When I started being a career coach, I actually reached out to somebody who had been a career coach at a nonprofit volunteering, and I asked her to meet with me and understand what she did and how she did it. And she was always a very open and welcoming and kind person. So she had no problem meeting with me. She was just chatting around and I had questions. So it was basically like I was doing an informational interview about how she got started and what workshops she did and things she learned along the way. So you can find people like that who will want to share with you. Not everybody is in competition. And you might reach out to 5 people and one person answers you, but that one person can help you move forward with what you're doing. And possibly you can also have, for instance, if they're too busy, they might refer to you people. So you have referrals coming in. So it's people speaking kind of on your behalf. So I'll give you an example of a couple things that happened with me on LinkedIn. I was approached by Charity Village, which is the largest nonprofit website. Well, it's the one in Canada for all nonprofits to post jobs. And a lady just messaged me and asked me if I wanted to write an article. And honestly, for like 6 months, I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And then I just kept putting it off because I was kind of afraid of what would happen after, that I would be out there with no business, that what if I couldn't handle the response that I got or the people that wanted to meet with me? Because we're not all doing businesses full time, right? And a lot of the time when we start small, it's you're working towards something, but there's a lot of other things that we're juggling. Needless to say, I gained some confidence. I wrote the article. I had people reach out to me to say that it really impacted them. So it was kind of about the holistic approach to job search with newcomers, because I've worked with newcomers for over 10 years. So that was something that happened. Also, not necessarily for my business, but there was a couple of universities reaching out to me, recruiters, to see if I wanted to work for them. I've been able to connect too with people overseas who work with newcomers to Canada to help bridge my reach outside of Canada. I think the biggest thing to think to yourself is, who do I want to connect with and why and how? So those are kind of things that I think about, and posting things that the people that you're connected with would be interested in. So all the things like business page, that kind of stuff, you can just put on LinkedIn for free. It's just that this takes time. But if you want to spend $5,000 in a magazine promoting your stuff and not really know where it goes, or do you want to connect with people and be able to see who you can work with? And often people reach out to me just about partnership stuff or working together in some way, or want to learn something from me. And it always leads to something else. So that's my pitch for LinkedIn for you guys. If you don't have it already, if you do, work on it. Even if you just carve out a little bit of time every couple weeks, or you just post every couple weeks, there's a lot of traffic that ends up happening. One of the posts that I made had 11,000 unique views. It was about a job fair. So free marketing, like I said, people then look at your profile, they follow you, so on and so forth. Okay, moving on in this adventure. So connecting with decision makers, business owners, and future mentors. So how can you add people to your professional network, doing informational interviews, mentorship programs? So I touched a little bit on this stuff. You can also think about connecting with family and friends who might know people who are in your field to see if you can have an informational interview with them. Um, you would, for informational interviews, you would research the professional before you meet with them, and maybe look at their business website and see what questions you might have about that for them with that. And look at ways that you would want to connect and what you would want to get out of the informational interview. If you are doing an informational interview, you could actually like Google questions for informational interviews that can help you be ready to be able to do that. So you prepare a few questions, ask for about like 15 to 20 minutes. So in your booklet, if you open that up, there is a brief write-up that I made that you can follow. It basically engages the person saying, you know, this is what I saw on your profile. This is how I think we could connect. I'm really impressed by this. People love to talk about themselves as well. So they love to share their stories. So if you go in it to a way like that, that you're inquisitive and inquiring about their business, about what they did, it's easier for people to kind of want to engage with that for that instance. Looking for your people for your professional network as well is basically, you can look up, for instance, let's say you went to well, for instance, Payroll, for instance. I looked up that, seeing who worked at Payroll, added them on LinkedIn because they will post workshops, they will post events that are happening, they will post insights, right? So that's also something that comes to you without having to look. So if you want to read it, you do. If you don't, you don't. So that's like basically the platform that has worked for me in doing those things. There are a lot of mentorship programs at different organizations. I'm going to talk about a few organizations after as well, but Carol, if you join the Biz Camp, you have mentors within that program. You have a VGA who's leading it. Any programs that you do is like a mentorship opportunity as well for you to learn from other people. So let me see here. Okay, so next one here, I was just checking the chat. So, Lori, what I'm gonna get you to do is put people into groups. I would give them about 5 minutes. I think there's 4 or 5. I don't know. I don't know how many people are here, but put them into groups either of 2 or 1, 2, and 1, 3. I think there's 5 people. I'm not sure if Stephanie wants to. She's the Carol, but as you wish. So I want you to business network right now. So you're going to meet with somebody and you're going to talk about who you are, where you're from, what your business is, talk about your website, socials, LinkedIn. What are you struggling with the most in your business right now? And what I want you to do after chatting with that person, while you're talking with them, writing things down, then you're going to share this in the chat with everyone so we can know what you're doing and who you are and where you're from. This is the way to engage with people, is sharing about yourself. Sometimes it's hard to have confidence to do that. Sometimes you don't want to go out of your box of how you feel about sharing about yourself, but being a business owner, really networking is what is going to propel you throughout your business to have people help you along the way, as well as you help other people as you continue to get more and more skills and experience, right? So Lori, when you do that, can we put this in the chat for them? Is that a possibility? Or can people screenshot it so that they have it when they're in the chat? How does it work? Can you go in there and like put that in?
That's a good question. I
So
could
maybe
type it in.
screenshot it. Maybe this is something we learned for next time for us to know if we can put it in. But if people can screenshot it too, like this will stay up. But once you go into the chat, I'm not sure if you still see the presentation.
I'm not sure if you can still see a chat. If I put it in the chat, but I'm not sure if the chat still shows up. That would have been a question I could have probably asked Kylie. Sorry, but I will ask next time.
If
Yeah.
people take a screenshot themselves, that's fine. So as you're talking, I also want you to put, your name, where you're from, write it down while you're talking to the person so that you have it also to share in the chat when you come back. So, yeah.
Okay, so I have 2 rooms here, so I'll just assign them and then Yeah. Give me one
Sounds
sec here.
okay.
Assignment, we'll do 2. Okay. Oh, yeah, you could join your rooms now. Right. Yep.
Oh, right, tell me what's going on.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Sorry.
I just said, tell me what's going on. How are you doing? What's going on
Oh,
with the Pharaoh adventure here in this life?
yeah. Yeah, I'm doing good. Yeah, I can't believe it's already like, well, now it's October, but it's so crazy. Like it was just June and I was excited about holidays and now here we are. How about
I
you?
know. Wow, eh? I'm doing well. I've just been in the summer, I kind of took a hiatus from all this crap so I could just
Yeah.
live my life and go to the beach or like whatever I wanted to do. I guess that's
Yeah.
the bonus of only doing it part-time is you can do it when you want to do it. But
Mhm.
yeah, I went to Caravana, I went to Caravibe here in Ottawa. I spent time with my family.
Oh,
Uh
nice.
yeah, I went to Toronto for a bit. I went to concerts. Yep, I just did a lot of fun things.
Yeah.
So it's been nice to be able to do that. But in September, it's really like ramped up as to doing things and getting things done. Like I've written now for Charity Village, but I've also written for CIRC, which is the career development, like main people that do career development for career practitioners in Canada. And they have this
Yeah.
workshop or sorry, conference for all of Canada. And I
Okay.
put in a proposal to present there. So I'm doing that. I'm doing some workshops on LinkedIn with newcomer women, and I secured a contract for 7 workshops for
Yeah.
that. So things are moving forward, but it's also to the time, and those workshops are during the day.
Ah,
So I have to take holidays off work, but I mean, I get paid good money, but like balancing your comfort and you have to balance. You can't just be doing all the things. So yeah, I'm still looking for like the love of my life, but I am the love of my life right now. That is what it is too. I was wondering actually, Lori, for this Peril 30th anniversary, is there um uh any grants for people to go or not so much?
yeah, this one. Yes, there is. I was like, did I see something posted about that? I'm pretty sure that there was something like those subsidies. I don't know how much, but there are some subsidies. I'm just gonna, there's somebody here.
Yeah,
He's okay. Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. Just add them into the group.
Hi, Teresa.
Hey.
Hi. Just so you know, we're just doing sort of like introductions in the breakout room, sort of like a say no, I've got sales in my head. Shay, sorry.
It's okay. We're just sharing who we are so that we can network together now within this event so that we're not just learning about networking, but we're like doing it. So people are in groups. You can see on here, I got people to like screenshot what the things are um to chat about. So Lori can put you into a group and you can join. You might have to give them a little bit more time than 5 minutes essentially, but yeah, you can put them into a group to join. And while you're chatting, I want you to write out these things so that you can share them in the chat so that everybody knows what's going on with you and who you are and that kind of thing. Does that make sense? Are you there?
Teresa, is that okay? That's okay with you?
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was still muted. Will I still have this window up when I leave the group?
No, just
Here?
screenshot it. You
Oh,
know
I
what a
can
screenshot
screenshot
or
it.
snipping tool it or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, this is an interactive workshop.
Okay.
Because I
Oh,
want people to like do things and
okay.
actually leave with some
Sorry, I
action.
was late. I lost track of time. Okay.
No, it's okay. People are busy. That's totally fine. You're just jumping in. We're just gonna keep on going. So no worries.
Okay.
Okay.
So are they done now or can I still apply? And is it like, can you send me information about it? I guess is what I'm
Yeah,
asking.
for sure. I'm going to just see what it says here.
I'm gonna get somebody to nominate me, maybe a couple people, because like I need to nominate. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna be like, Ayla, hook me up. And she told me she's going, so she would probably be happy if I would go. I could just stay with her for free in the room with her and the kids and blah blah blah.
Yeah, right?
So we can hang out. I can visit with her and learn some stuff, and maybe I'll win.
Exactly.
Yeah, because like I'm pretty cool and awesome, and I've done lots of cool things. So
That'll be
but
fun, yeah.
yeah, and it'd be nice to see all you guys and hang out again too.
Yeah, exactly, right? It's been a
Yeah.
while.
It's been a while, so maybe if there is grant subsidies.
It does. I just went on to the thing. It says there's travel subsidies to apply, but they didn't put a link in there. So I'm just gonna go, I don't know if it's right on the page itself for,
Because if there is that opportunity, I can write good proposals as to why I should go. I probably, depending how many there are, if you can find out how many there are, maybe. Because I've been active,
yeah,
so
yeah, exactly.
it's not like I just disappeared and
Yeah.
whatever.
Okay, I'm just seeing if when you click on register, if it actually, oh, okay, well, hold on one second. Oh, yeah, here's the form here. I'll
You
put
want
it,
to send it to me? Maybe not in the chat, I guess you email. Well, what did you look up, Lori?
what is what? Oh, I went right onto the website. And I apologize because my email is slow, so I didn't get your
Okay.
introduction until I was searching for it, and that's why I didn't add the thing in there as well. It came in.
Don't you
Okay.
worry. All well, I didn't, it's all good, no big deal. We're
Okay.
rolling with it here,
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'll give you I'm gonna send it to you. It's just a link for, oh, wait, does that work? Yeah,
Um,
hold on one second.
30th anniversary.
You have to actually go and register, like start to register, and then that's where you find the link, but I could send it to you right now. And then that
Okay,
way, if you fill it out, or I don't even know how it works, maybe you have to go on there and fill it out at the same time you're registering.
it's probably not that expensive, eh?
It's $99 before um the 31st for, let's see.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if you still have to pay that as well, I don't know. But is it,
Uh,
there's virtual too, so that's fine, I could
yeah,
send
it's
it to.
virtual too, but I don't know how much they give for travel. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think it's a set amount, but I don't know what it could be. You want me to ping Kylie and ask her?
Sure, that would be lovely.
Okay.
I can see people are still talking in the chat, so we'll just let them go, because I want to make sure that they can share about
Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I just sent it to her. We'll see what she says. Have you talked to Kayla recently?
Oh, I talk to them all the time.
Yeah, how is she doing?
She's doing good. I was like, "You're going back." And she was like, "Yeah, they really want me to come to the event too, and da da da. And they're gonna do all this, they're gonna do all that. So I'm gonna go, and they're gonna get a photo booth." And I was like, "Good, good, good. Just do your thing, girl."
Yeah, I know I said to myself, oh yeah, you gotta send her a message, just, I sent her a message like before summer, and then, well, summer got in the way, and then I'm like, oh, I should just, send her a message. How's things going? And since it's, well, before you know it, it'll be December, but obviously she's not back until January because of the holiday and everything like that, right? Which was nice. But oh, yeah, she's going. I heard she was coming to the event.
Yeah, so that's good.
Yeah, and babies are good.
Yeah, babies are good. So
Yeah.
I think she's, I don't know. I don't know if she's bringing them or what. I think she might be, honestly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
But you
wow.
can message her, give her a little message. She likes hearing from people,
Yeah,
so
I should tell
yeah.
her that I could be the babysitter.
No, she would be like, okay. She's good with people helping. No worries there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she looking forward to coming back or
Well, I mean, hanging
is the
out with people
inevitable?
is so much fun, you know?
Yeah, I
So
know, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's like when I was coming back the first time and like by Christmas time, I came back in October and by Christmas I had to tell Roz that I was going to be off again in July because the kids were that close together, I had them, but it goes by fast, right? I mean, Presley, the oldest one, will be 19 next Wednesday, so
Wow, that's wild.
crazy.
Okay, I think we need to bring people back because we got more things to talk about around here.
Okay,
I don't want to miss all the stuff. So perfect. Thanks for checking.
yeah, no problem. Oh, they'll close in 54 seconds.
Okay, perfect then. That was how many minutes then? 7 or so? Oh, no, we just let them go, right?
Yeah,
Sooner
I
than
don't even know how long, because what did you talk for? Maybe about 10 in the introduction?
it is what it is. Here we go. Um,
Just waiting for one room to come back.
yeah, they're just chatting it out. So, Moira and Steph, if you can just put your stuff into the chat, about yourself, then we'll, be able to just keep going and people can learn about each other, follow each other connect on social media or all those things. So that would be good too. Follow our friends about it. Perfect. So I think everybody's back now, right? So we'll continue on with this adventure. So please, as I mentioned, put the stuff that you chatted about yourself in the chat. So everybody is connected with each other and who knows what you guys figured out in there, what you're gonna do. Maybe you're already networking and building things, so that would be great. And then I also know about you and maybe I can also tell stories a little bit about something that I'm learning about what you've done and those kind of things. I'll be able to bring in some insights possibly. So creating opportunities for yourself. So there's lots of opportunities, conferences, events you can take part in to boost your profile and expand your partnerships with your professional networks. For instance, I volunteer at the Connexus Career Development Conference. I've been doing it for 5 years. It costs $500 and I pay $0. So I get to volunteer, meet all the people, connect, have scrumptious food. I take a couple of vacation days, of course, for my regular job, but I also get all my career development hours within that time. So there's all these bonuses. So I call it's my smart networking venture. So think about where you want to network, but also maximize your time. This is my 5th year volunteering, and also I applied to present this year. They told me you should apply, and I was like, eh. And again, there's always the imposter syndrome that comes out, and you're like, can I really do this? Do I really have things to tell people? But I tried, and it's happening. I took in one of my old colleagues from another organization and asked her if she'd do it with me. So now I have the power of 2, but it's putting yourself out there a lot of the time too. So in your booklet, there's also this attached. So it's just a small little thing to help remind you of what you should be doing. Helping others, continuing to grow. You can go to professional development stuff and get to know different people from there. Building relationships, your business networking, looking at your interests. So if you go to a networking event, You can share about not just your business stuff, but also like who you are and connect on that level. I'm going to talk more about networking like in person in a little bit. To make sure you interact, there's opportunities there. Remember that you share knowledge and you have knowledge to share. We're all kind of becoming experts in our own field and our own business with the areas that we work in. So for me, right, it's career coaching. I've been doing that for over 10 years now. So we're learning, we're getting customers by doing that, we're creating strategies, we're being successful, we're marketing to other people, we're creating a community, and we're connecting. So this is just a quick snapshot for you to remember why you're business networking, what things you're supposed to be doing, and what will come out of it. So yeah. So I have Moira and staff who shared in the chat about their business. If I could get the other ladies to also, if you don't have a business yet, that's okay. Just share your other stuff, share your LinkedIn, share a little bit about you, where you are. When I was doing one of my trainings for my RCIC, I asked in the chat, who's from Ottawa? And there was a lady from Ottawa. And so we met up and we were both new RCICs. So we've been supporting each other for the last 5 years and now we're friends. So that was just for me asking who lives in my town because I was feeling lost a bit by myself when I first started out doing it because everything's new and it's always good to have somebody to bounce ideas and stuff off of too. So yeah. So some of the types of networking. So a lot of it is handshakes, meeting each other, and face-to-face meetings and local business groups. So looking at networking groups that are in your field, for instance, looking at professional associations that you can join. So as I mentioned before, for me, it's the career coaching organization that I'm a part of. Looking at business seminars, so going to pair workshops like this one. Congratulations for making it here and wanting to learn more and expand who you are and what you're doing. So it takes time and effort to do that as well. So thank you for making time to do that. And then thank yourself for starting. Yeah, so you can join networking groups too, for instance, on LinkedIn. You can connect with people for various platforms, and I'm going to show you what platform. So why should we do it? So we're expanding knowledge, we're looking at other people's experiences. For instance, if you're somebody who wants to export products and services, you could get advice from somebody else who's done a similar business internationally. I like learning by talking to people. Some people are research-based, to me, not so much. So it all depends on how you want to do that, but learning from other people's experiences saves you time to be able to. So I work smarter, not harder, essentially. So it will help you build confidence, to help you manage and run your business. And you can compare what's happening to similar businesses and maybe what you could implement as well. When I first started as well, I looked at other people's websites. What are they charging? What are they doing? What are they sharing? Oh, there's packages. Okay. My downfall is administrative stuff. So it's also, I've like got Calendly so I can like save my own time and things like that. So it's also looking at what you're good at and then what you can actually, you can continue to do. So it helps with marketing. It offers you ways to reach decision makers, which might be able to meet with otherwise. It creates awareness as well for trends and technology in the industry. It helps you identify opportunities for partnerships so you can join together and venture and do that. You can expand your business in this way. You can take advantage of experience from others before, as mentioned, investing time and money in a particular venture as well. So for me, I did my own website and it took like 40 hours, which was ridiculous, but it was great because I was doing it, you know? So actually, Kayla, who was my business growth advisor, told me about Digital Mainstream. So what that was an organization that helps you do your website and a lady who's going to help you directly do it. So I ended up switching over because she prepared my whole website. It looks way more fancier and nicer. And I didn't have to pay for, I had to pay for the subscription and continue to pay for that. But it's also being able to connect with people to learn things that you might never know, right? So if you do have a business growth advisor now and you have gaps of things that you want to kind of do, or you want to know about bursaries or grants or getting employees, and if there's any subsidies, really sit down and think about that too, so you know what to ask for and what help it. So, in looking at this, sometimes we don't think about ways or where we can actually network, or we don't know about things that are offered and available. So 10 Facebook networking tips. So what you can do is you can join groups in your niche. So for instance, I know in Ottawa, there's a ladies who lunch group, and there's like 27,000 women in there. So they meet for lunch. Well, they put it out there. Obviously, 27,000 people don't go together and meet, but they can make connections on there. They do have events together. People post jobs on there. People post that they're looking for jobs. People post partnerships. So it's really getting integrative and interactive with that. You can also share what you can do. So sometimes there's like, you know, sharing Wednesdays or whatever, share your business. So people do that and then they connect that way. You're building connections. You can also look at different contacts that other people might have as well. You can generate leads. You can make Facebook events, participate in professional conversations as well, and post contact. And one of the main things is forward traffic to your site. Wherever you are in this instance, you're gaining right now information. If you've just started, don't feel overwhelmed. Just take it one step at a time. If you've been doing it already, I'm hoping that you're gaining some information. It's for professional people, not necessarily business owners, but there's over 270,000 members in more than 14,200 clubs in 148 countries. So let's say that you're somebody who does want to move outside of just Canada. It's a good place to meet people. And as you talk, you just share what your needs are and see if anybody knows anybody who's connected. Now, what they do there is they also help to build confidence. They teach public speaking skills, and then they have online and in-person stuff that they do with events. There is like a competition where they have people deliver speeches and then answer questions about it. So I don't, you would have to check and see and go there and get some more information on that. But I believe you can go up to 3 times for free, and then there is a cost to it. But if you're really looking to be with other people who are trying to network, who want a comfortable space to do that, this is somewhere that you can go, and everybody's kind of in the same boat as you. So remember that everybody's at a different stage, but when people are going to this, that's what they're doing. They're wanting to network. So people are also open to being able to do that and connect with others too, right? The BNI is the world's leading business referral organization. They have over 300,000 members in businesses in over 75 countries. So again, connecting, expanding your business. All of these that I'm giving you, you have to decide kind of what's best for you essentially, to be able to do that. And within this too, it's all about referrals. So maybe somebody is an insurance broker and the other person is a real estate agent, the other person's mutual funds. You know, they can all connect, meet each other, be comfortable with referring to each other. Referrals are, which is great, and people are vouching for you, who you are as a person, right, as well. So the business improvement area, there's one of those in every city basically, or even every small place as well. So there's business improvement organizations, and what they do is they promote economic development in the district. So they do marketing and advocacy initiatives for small businesses and businesses in general in that area. So if you can get connected with them too, they will help promote your business, essentially, is what their plan of action is. Yeah, and look at like keeping the business within the city. And then they hold special events and they have festivals and food fairs and things like that that they put on within the community. So maybe if you have a small food business and you want to go there and sell your food during that time, but it's knowing. Another thing that I do is I get on newsletters. So maybe I would sign up for the business improvement newsletter in my area. Maybe I'll never do anything with it. But maybe it'll be one thing where I'm like, yes, this is for me. But would you know about it otherwise? Probably not. You're not gonna go to their website and look for these things. As business owners and people who are striving to become business owners, it's a lot of managing your time amongst other things in your life, right? So you want to be able to attain information without having to do like too much. All of these are in your booklet as well. I've written them all out, so you'll have that too to go back to if you want to look into any more. So there's a Canadian Chamber of Commerce. In every city too, there is a Chamber of Commerce as well. They hold, in Ottawa, for instance, they hold mayor's breakfasts. So they would have somebody who would come as a speaker in a specific area. So let's say you're doing a fashion business or flower business or something along those lines. If there is somebody, let's say, coming from, I don't know, a big company within the community who sells clothes, then there will be people who are coming there within the sector. So you can go there and meet people all in one place within a certain amount of time. You also get breakfast. I think it's about $60. So that's one example of what happens here in Ottawa, but there's some all around. So, and they have a list of events and what people can do too. Also, you can go to these things as not a member or you can become one. So if you're a member, they put you on their member database, but also you get all these benefits, discounts at different places, stuff like that. And also within there, you become a member, then you're included in various things and just like with Carol, you're connected, right, with the group of people who can help you. Eventbrite also has a lot of different seminars, conferences, retreats, conventions that you can go to. So also yourself, if you ever want to, sometimes I use this platform for workshops I'm going to be doing for my business. And it doesn't cost any money. You just have to pay a small percentage of your ticket sales to them. So it's a platform you can use and you don't have to have like your own platform and pay every month and whatever. So you're starting out too, that's good. So meetups as well, if you don't know about Meetup, this one is more, you can look for social or professional personal interests. So for instance, there's a Quest 40, like professionals business group here in Ottawa. There's volleyball that I went to. So sometimes too, networking isn't just going to speak to business people. Sometimes networking is going out and doing something that you love, like crafts, which I love. And you look for a group of that, and then you find like-minded people who like to do that, and then you learn about where they work and things like that. So sometimes too, like business, we need to have fun as well, right? So even though you're doing those things that are not directly related, it is indirectly related. So even anything that you do now, if you play a sport or something like that, kind of have the mindset to, okay, I could be kind of talking to people about my business here as well. They don't have to be separate from each other, essentially. And also investing in yourself. So, for instance, for me, aside from my business, I went to a retreat for 2 days to do self-reflection, to do meditation. I really needed to take a break from everything that was going on. And in turn, it gave me clarity about what I wanted to do moving for next steps. Doing like stuff like that, cheap? No, not so much. But the benefits that I reaped from a clear mind and a self-care perspective, and we did journaling, and so you could have it around an area of healing, but also moving forward, right? And a lot of the time in our busy lives, we don't stop. We don't stop to do that. We're just working and we're taking care of our family and we're buying groceries and like doing all the things that are mundane sometimes, like buying groceries. that take a lot of time. So also remember that you have to take care of yourself in this adventure. Another area is the forum. So they are a charity that energizes, educates, and mentors and connects self-identified women entrepreneurs across Canada. So I mentioned about mentor stuff. So this is something that you can do as well. They've been in business since 2002, and they have supported over 14,000 entrepreneurs. So they have a very large connection with the community as well. Alignable is an online small business, local communities business network. So in your area, it's kind of like LinkedIn, but it's concentrated to where you live. So that's kind of like what it is. You can put up your information on there. People can refer you people. You can see the businesses that are like right close to you that you could work with, rather than on a giant platform. So women, business, enterprise, Peril actually has a connection with these ladies as well. But they work with Canadian women-owned businesses as well. And they connect people across Canada and North America and globally. So they also have stuff that you can oops, the last one. So the Canadian Federation of Business for Women, yes. It's also a nonprofit. They give training for developing professional business and leadership potential as well. And they just help you with your network too. So that's the Business and Professional Women of Canada. If you want to again be connected with other women, that's the way to do it. So that is a lot of things. You don't have to do all of them. You don't have to overwhelm yourself with all this stuff. If one spoke to you, look into that one. If it doesn't work, move into something else. And you're already connected with Pero as well. But this is other ways to expand, right? Internationally, there's those opportunities too. So what you want to think of is, where have you networked? What was one of your most fruitful business partnerships? Who was it with? Where did you meet? How is it mutually beneficial? So in looking at something that you've already done, you could mimic that and mirror it, right? Essentially. So is there any place that you might want to share in the chat that you've already networked at that I might not have mentioned or have an idea about? Because you also are a wealth of information as women, as a part of this as well. So if anybody has any that they want to share in the chat, we don't have a lot of time left. So this is something that you can kind of think about yourself and think about what's worked so far and what kind of hasn't, and maybe how you can mimic what you've already done that has worked. So we're going to do specific, measurable, and attainable and relevant time-bound goals. So I'm going to give everybody in your booklet, there is this SMART goal document. So some of you might have heard of SMART goals. They've been around for a long time. So looking at specific, measurable, attainable, and relevant and time-bound goals. So we're looking at doing an action plan here. So what steps do you want to take to achieve your goals? So we've talked about a lot of things in this that you can do. Now we want to look at what you're going to do. So you want to start doing something, at least one thing. There's 3 on here. And this is how we get outcomes, right? If we don't have a plan, people say you plan to fail, but you're not really planning to fail. But if you don't have a plan, it's not as likely that you're going to get to something that you would want to do. So I'm going to give people 5 minutes by themselves. I'll put the timer on. And what you're going to do is look at this and write out one goal that you're going to do. So the first one here is that I've written is create 3 social media posts in the next month. It's for marketing. When am I going to do it? When am I going to complete it? And then we also look at the bottom, are like, what obstacles am I going to have? So put one obstacle that you think you might have from doing this, and how are you going to address it if it happens. So I'll put 5 minutes on the clock. If people can just take the time to do that. I want you to be able to feel empowered when you leave here to action something. So yeah, I'll get you guys to do that. I'll log off for 5 minutes and then we'll share what we've planned. And once we've said it out loud, hopefully it will come to fruition. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, we're back here. We're on this. I looked through everybody's things that they shared in the chat. Thanks so much for doing that. All the wonderful businesses and your LinkedIn and make sure that you're connecting with each other as well. So, oopsie. So we have Donna, Moira, okay, we have everybody still just here, ready to do it. I will go a couple minutes over. If people have to leave, that's fine. If you can kind of try and make it as short as possible, because I know the time is almost run out, but I really want you to share because it also makes me happy that people have goals. So also, I lived in North Bay for 10 years, Moira, as well as Stephanie. I know your mom. Your mom is my mom's friend. Intimate Sweet Stories. I was like, oh, I know this girl. So small worlds, just saying, small world around here. So I'm gonna just move to people to do it. So I'll go with Stephanie first, if you want to just share what your goal was and yeah, we'd love to hear about it.
So if I guess I'm going with my personal businesses, my goal for my permanent makeup would be to continue to practice my technique and then probably put my work, like advertise more of my work on my social medias. It's artistry based, so people are going to want to see the kind of work that I'm capable of doing before they book with me. So that would probably be my goal.
I like it. There's a girl who also does scar fixing. Kind of, it's not the same thing, but she also does permanent lips and like under eye stuff too.
I do lips and eyebrows, but yeah, that's cool.
If you message me on LinkedIn,
Yeah.
I will give you her Instagram. And maybe
Sure.
you want to connect with her and be like, I'm starting out, like, what did you do? She's really, really nice. So if she has time, obviously she'll chat with you. If she doesn't, I mean, it's worth a try, right?
Yep,
So
definitely.
just message me on LinkedIn and I will connect you guys. So Donna, we'll move on to you. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks, Shay.
Donna just wrote in the chat. It's just not on screen. Just perfect time. Post 3 vlogs this month and reactivate your site. Your site of what? What site? Your website? Hello.
Yeah. Sorry. Let's start trying to connect with the others as well. Yeah, I had a website a few months ago, and it's just hard with the day job. So I'm
I
just trying.
feel you. I feel you on that 100%. So ask your business growth advisor, set up a meeting with them. What I did was I was like, every 2 weeks I'm going to meet you. And then I'd plan something and then I'd be like, okay, I have to tell somebody that I'm doing what I said I'm going to do. So that's also something that you can do. They're there to help you. So whether it's stay on task or just make a plan of what you're going to do next. So you have this sheet now, you have a plan. You can also do that to keep you accountable to somebody else other than just yourself, because that's hard sometimes. And
But
me
did
too.
did you join all these groups that you were outlining? Like you're
No.
actually because I'm like, I can't join.
So I used to work as a career coach at a newcomer center. So as time went on, I networked to like connect with employers and like all those things. So that's how I know about them. It's only by doing. It's not like I've been in jobs where I've been able to attain the information without having to look. So now I'm just sharing with other people to save them time too, basically, right? So, and it all depends for you, for your business, that what you want to do. So if it's a restaurant business, there's gonna be something else that you do. If it's international you want to do, if you want to work, it depends on what you want to work on. So that's why I get you guys to reflect at the end. So you're actually putting something in place, but no, I didn't do all of them. I'm with Paro. And newsletters. I don't do all of them, but I literally am on so many newsletters, and sometimes, like I said, I read them, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I find things, sometimes I don't. It doesn't, but it's coming to you, so you're saving your own time. And with that working, I get it 100%. So I've just kind of found ways to save time. So you're on it. You're doing it, Donna. I like it. Thank you for sharing. Nilu, if you want to go next.
So I started 3 months ago. This is a new adventure and lots of really, I'm just struggling still because something happened. So I was just busy with my daughter's marriage and
Oh,
totally,
wow. That's exciting, though.
Yeah, thank you. It's happened very fast. So my 2 months totally devoted on that side, and I was working on website. Suddenly things happened. So here I am. So I just my smart goal is I'm working on my website right now and the business number, and then I'm targeting some my audience. So I'm going to connect with them. So measurable like a 3 paying clients in first 6 months. So I'm just trying to connect with them and also you know attend like a conferences or a group or meetup group. So where can I find out the more projects, like a short projects, long-term projects as well as, and also launching my like website, yes, in three, I know 2 to 3 months. So it will take time. And today I'm just really dedicated to work on and tried every time, oh, I will dedicate it, but now this time really I go and I believe in 3 to 4 months or from January, I will be there in the business, right?
Okay, listen. So that's a lot of goals, which are really great. But what I found when I was a business growth advisor is that people overwhelm themselves. So what you have to do is you have to prioritize what do you really need to do first to launch things and do things. I think you made like a kind of a checklist of the stuff you have to do, but you have to like break it down because you'll just get overwhelmed and there'll just be all the things and like it feels like stressful. So if you just like make a plan to it, again, with your business growth advisor, they'll also be able to help you because bouncing things off of people also helps. And maybe with some of the stuff that you want to do, there will be easier avenues than you just doing it yourself. You know?
Thank you. Because means I have done some training program, things happen means last 1 year, and I'm telling you, I'm putting my 100% things pop up, and I
It's
cannot,
okay.
like, I need to compromise on that side. So, but now I think, yes, I know that. So
Don't get discouraged. You know what? For like I said, it was like 2 years before I decided, okay, I'm not gonna do my RCIC stuff because it doesn't feel passionate to me. And my friends too, I said I didn't do anything, and they said, Shay, some people never start a business. You're doing above and beyond already by even wanting to do it. So don't be hard on yourself. As time goes, as steps happen, things come up in life. This is normal. Like just keep step by step moving forward and it will come. Don't have too high expectations of yourself to do it now and you didn't do what you thought you were going to do and so on and so forth because it will come. It will come as you go and you'll meet the right people on those things. So
yeah,
what it because we only have so much time here. We're a little bit over time. So Teresa, if you want to just share with us, that would be good.
thank you. Thank you.
Hi, thanks. Steph is my business counselor, so she can hear what I'm up to or what I'm going to be up to when I share my goal. So, like I said in the chat, most of my clients have been on referrals. So I really need to leverage networking with my past clients and like leveraging their network. So I think and since I'm not an outspoken person, I don't like to attend networking events. I'm learning and growing, but it's coming easier and easier, but it's not my preference. So I think that would be one way to yeah, I could do that. Anyways, my goal is to publish my Mamazine magazine that has been on my list for like 2 years now. So my goal is to do it by December 6th for my last mom event. So yeah, so develop and design the premiere issue of the magazine to support my contributors and gain exposure of what I do. So the benefit is it's an example of what the work that I do. Um, and and again, it's kind of like building up my network and keeping my network engaged. Um,
No, that's great. You're at a different spot than some people. So you already have the network that you kind of can expand upon. And I think that's a great idea. What I used to do sometimes, was if you have a newsletter or your magazine or whatever, just ask people to forward it or share on their socials, or just by putting that little message in and being like, I really appreciate your help, like just sharing with people that you appreciate them as well for doing it. It worked wonders for me, like just saying it, just asking, right? Sometimes we feel like, oh, we don't want to ask people. If people want to, they'll do it. If they don't, they don't. That's okay. But great idea, and I'm really excited for you to do your magazine business and put it out. That's so exciting. Just make sure that you're dedicating amount of time, let's say each week with Stephanie. Tell her what you've been doing.
Yeah.
You know, so you're getting there, and that's what the business growth advisors, they're there for. They're there to support you. They're there to help you get to your goals. And you know, life is busy, but you're also making time for yourself to do things that you really want to be able to do, right? And it's everything gets on our mind for so long. It's on our mind, it's on our mind, you know? So lovely, thanks for sharing. Also, I've put in some information here about me if you want to follow me on LinkedIn or have a look at my website, some of my workshops, so on and so forth. And also if you have time to write a small testimonial, it would help me a lot to be able to put it on my website if you enjoyed the information that you got. And I'm really happy that I was able to come today and share. So yeah, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much, Shay. We really appreciate this. And we'll welcome you back for some more in the winter months to come. So thanks again for presenting for us today. Thanks everybody for joining us today. We really appreciate you having you here. And remember to check out our website about the 30th anniversary. And if you know someone or you would like to be nominated, please, nominations are still open. So thanks very much, everybody.
Bye, everyone.